Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today is a yet another 3 palettes, 3 looks video, and this week we are going to touch the Nomad Cosmetics Pacific Northwest palette. Such a beautiful everyday blue, green, neutral color story. The shimmers are beautiful, the mattes are blendable. This is the eye look that we're creating with this. And then we are going to touch the Simply Posh Cosmetics Black Cherry palette, which is pretty much like a mauvey color story with hints of green in it. And lastly, we are going to do the Ensley Cosmetics Lands of Enchantment palette, which is pretty much like a pastel-y color story with a beautiful array of shimmers. I do have a code with all three of them. My code is Smithy Sony with Ensley as well as Nomad Cosmetics. And with Simply Posh Cosmetics, my code is Smithy. Now let's begin our 3 looks using these palettes. Let's begin our look with the Pacific Northwest palette. Such a beautiful color story. Oh my gosh, I cannot even wait to dip into this even more. Okay, I am gonna start. I'm actually wearing this top and a dark navy blue pants. So I'm mainly gonna stick to this column. Maybe for shimmers I'll take this. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's begin. I am gonna start off with that blue, which is Leaping Orcus, this one, and I'm gonna take that in the extreme outer corner of the eye. Maybe a halo eye. What do you say? Should we do a halo eye? No, let's just keep this in the outer corner. It'll be too colorful for the office otherwise. So I'm gonna just keep it right there tucked in the outer corner. Just so that, because I do like a lot of depth in the outer corner. So I'm just gonna keep it right there. And then we'll see if we need more, less, whatever. Okay, once we have that, I'm going to go into Columbia River George, this one, and then this one. So let's take that. I'm going to go halfway through, I would say. I'd already done like 3 looks with this palette on my channel. I'll link it in the eye cards above for you guys, just so that you have more inspiration, because in those videos, I definitely had hopped in here and there for the color stories. Look how beautifully they're blending with each other. That's beautiful. Now taking that Towering Sea Stacks, the lighter teal. Not even teal, like sage. Pretty much like my t-shirt shade. And I'm just going to brighten the inner part of the crease right there. Okay, once we have the mattes all set in the top part of the eyelid, doing the same thing on the bottom too, taking those same 3 shades on the lower lash line. I know for a fact that we did not use that Sunbreak and the Salmon Run shade. This one and this one. Should I even dip into them is my question right now. I'm going to take this shade first, this one, just to melt the blues together, and then let me see. Look at the impact that it gives. It's so pretty on the eyes. They truly did something very special with this palette. So pretty. I'm taking that Sunbreak shade now, the yellow to pink shifting shade. And let's see what it does to our eyelid. It has like that pink flip to it. Not sure if it really goes with this eye look, but we'll go with it. I definitely can see the shift. It's very unique. Okay, now once we have that, for the inner corner, I am going to take that Salmon Run shade, the other shade that I did not use, this one, and I'm just going to plop that right there. It's so vibrant, really pretty. Okay, let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara, and I'll come right back to show you my final look. And there you go, that's my final look. I really love the way how this turned out. It is so pretty, it's so ethereal. Yes, it is blue and green, it is colorful, but I feel like it's wearable colorful. If I can wear it to office, you can definitely. But that's all. Now let's move on to the next eye look. Okay, let's begin our look with the Simply Posh Black Cherry palette. So excited for this. So let's begin. I am going to start off. I definitely want to use these two shades. I did not use this in my video too when I revealed it. So definitely going to start off with, let's start off with this shade Crush. But we are definitely going to use those two shades. So I'm going to take that Crush shade in the inner part of the crease. Mainly like a transitioning shade, I would say. Definitely more pinky, peachy leaning shade. That's a great transitioning shade. I love it. I'm also going to take that same Crush shade on the lower lash line. Just right there, okay? Now dipping into this shade Cherry Red, this one. Definitely a little bit more deeper than the Crush shade. And I am going to take that right in the crease underneath the Crush shade that we applied. And you can totally see that tone difference. It's deeper for sure, but it has more warmth to it. Yeah, taking that same shade again on the lower lash line. You can see that difference. Starting with the outer corner and then bringing it on the crease, just lower than the Crush shade. Okay, now let's move on to this shade Wine. This is like a deep dark chocolatey brown shade. And I'm going to take that, you guessed it right, on the outer corner. So I'm just going to take that right there on top of that. And you can see it building so beautifully. Yeah, that's a very, very pretty shade. Also taking that same shade on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Just right there, okay? Just to melt everything together. I'll do the blending, don't worry about it. Just building up that outer corner. Just taking the same brush that we had that, what is that? Cherry Red shade. The mid-tone brown. And then just blending everything together. Just bringing a little bit on the lid too. I'm now taking this shade Blush just to blend everything out at the edge. Just for a smooth transitioning shade. Okay, now time for shimmers. I'm taking this Berry Cherry shade, this one, and taking that right there, melting it with that deeper brown shade. Just like that hint of it. It's such a transparent kind of a shade, but it has that twinkly effect. I hope you can see it. It's really, really pretty. Okay, I have that Berry Cherry shade almost on the entire eyelid, I would say. And then I'm going to take this shade Sweet. I did not take this pink shade. And I am going to take that in the inner portion of the eyelid and then swoop it right there and melting it with that green transparent shade. Just right there, okay? So you will definitely see that peeking through when my face tilts and hits the light. Really pretty. I love that. Okay, let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara and I'll come right back to show you my final look. And there you go, that's my final look. I am in love with this look. I cannot even tell you how excited I am looking at it. I don't even know if it translates on the camera or not, but that green wet looking shimmer that I had on my eyelids, it is such a gorgeous shade. I cannot deny, yes, it is a very one-tone palette. You need to love the peaches, the mauviness of this palette to like this palette. But if these are your tones, you are not going to be disappointed. Like, I love this color story. I absolutely do. And they are also magnetic. So you can mix and match as your heart desires. But this is such a gorgeous color story, you guys. I absolutely, absolutely love it. If you are into this look, I do have a code. My code is Smithy to save you 10% off on the Simply Posh Cosmetics website. But now let's move on to the next eye look. Okay, let's begin our last look with the Lands of Enchantment 2 palette from Ensley Cosmetics. I feel like we should do something deep dramatic because when I did this review for this palette, I definitely did more like ethereal kind of looks. I want to show more dramatic side of it, and so let's begin with that. I'm going to start off with this shade, which is a moon shadow, this dusty purple kind of shade. And I'm going to take that as the inner and the outer corner shade for today's look. And this is Shadow 00. Really love that for like my halo eyes, especially when it is like pastel-y shades. I need some depth in my eye. And this just helps to blend everything out, to give the pigmentation all in all. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna do that same thing on the outer corner or the lower lash line too, just right there. Let's do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so once we have this, I know I look a little awkward, but wait. Wait till the process is done. Trust the process. Okay, so once we have that, with the same brush, I'm going to take a hint of this thing, Divine Essence, and help that to blend the edges of wherever we applied that deeper, dustier moon shadow shade. And this would give us a little bit more gradient to our look and help to melt everything smoothly, effortlessly into the shimmers. Taking that same thing on the entire lower lash line too. And then I am going to take this pastel-y purple shade, which is Astral Temple, this one in the inner corner, just for the added brightness into the eye. It's definitely more purple leaning, but also a pastel. And I love to apply pastels in my inner corner, just for that matte brightness to the eye. Okay, just like that. Okay, now time for shimmers. On the edge, I am going to take this shade, Starseed Awakening. It is like a blue purple shimmer shade. I'm just taking it on the edge where it meets with that mattes, because I want to keep the center definitely more bare. And this would be a beautiful, perfect blending shade with the other shimmers in the mattes that we're going to apply. The only shade that I've not used so far from this palette is the shade Lemurian Dreams. So we are going to take that. It's like a pink golden shade. I'm going to take it right there in the center of the eyelid, melting it with those shimmer shade on either side, but also keeping it blank right in the center. It has tons of sparkle running throughout it. I'm just taking a flat brush with no additional product and just melting the edges of those shimmers. Okay, just like that. I'm just taking a hint of this shade, Lunar Light, and just plopping it right there in the inner corner, and also a little bit towards the center, just to tie in everything together. Okay, let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara, and I'll come right back to show you my final look. And there you go, that's my final look. I really love the way how this look turned out. It is so ethereal again. I could do a super dramatic look if I could just put that multichrome, black base multichrome all across my eyelid. I just wanted to do something special with Starseed Awakening, but also because I did not use Lemurian Dreams in my previous video, so I definitely wanted to just utilize that shadow too. But I really love the way how this turned out. It's definitely different than the other looks that I've done so far in this video, so I really love that. For the lips, I did take my What's a Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Lilac Lullaby. I paired it with Unearthly Lip Liner in the shade Char. That's the whole look. I really hope that you liked all the three looks. Now let's move on to the outro. Now once you've seen all the three looks using these palettes, you guys have to let me know out of the three looks which one was your favorite. Sound it down in the comment section below. But that's all for today. If you did like my video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.